Welcome to the Progress on Purpose podcast. We are a community of people who seek to be intentional about how we think and behave towards an intended goal. We believe that what we say, think, and do governs our ability to make progress towards our goal and ultimately lead to success. In simple terms, it's the action of being intentional and making progress on purpose. During the months of October through December 2021, we are on a 90-day pep talk series entitled Push Through. This daily conversation is designed to encourage, inspire, and motivate you to show up for yourself, make no excuses, and push past the areas in your life where you are stuck so that you can bring that idea that God has given you to pass. We don't have time to waste, and some of us have been sitting on ideas too long. If this is you, join the series and commit to bringing out the best version of yourself in this season. The series is a daily pep talk live on Instagram at 6 p.m., 8 p.m. on Sundays, with replays here on the podcast and on our YouTube channel. I invite you to join the live, but if you can't, catch the replays, okay? Click the link tagged in this episode to officially sign up and be a part of this great community. I am committed to showing up for us. Will you meet me there? I hope so. Without further delay, let's jump into this episode of the Push Through Pep Talk series. If you love what you're hearing, leave a comment on your listening platform and share the episode with a few friends. Okay, let's do this. Today is day 4 of the Push Through Pep Talk series, and truly today is a push. It is 10 o'clock. And why is it so late that I'm on here? Well, let me tell you real quick. Got home, had to run some errands, had to cook dinner. I'm just getting finished. I'm greasy. But, dinner's done for the week for me because I'm done. I made a Sunday meal on a Monday. And we're done. Can we say we're done together? We're done. Okay? Hey, Mom, get dressed. What's going on? But, yeah, as you can see from the title, no, it's a whole sentence. I think it could be a paragraph. What I want to talk to you, ladies, and if there are any gentlemen on here tonight, is the importance of setting boundaries. I actually just put a post up not too long ago that says, don't take back what I say? Hold up, let me look. Because it was good. It was good to me. I said, don't feel bad because you didn't say yes. You meant that no. It's up to everyone else to adjust. Okay? Don't feel bad because you didn't say yes. You meant that no. It's up to everyone else to adjust. Listen, if we are going to truly push through in this season over these 90 days, it is so important that we set boundaries. Healthy boundaries. And healthy to who? Healthy to us. Okay? These boundaries that we have to set have to make sense for us. They have to make sense for you, the person who is setting the boundary. Otherwise, it literally just does not make sense. Right? Mega Baby Plus says, I agree. Yeah. We have to really be intentional, especially in this season, because we are trying to push something out. We're trying to birth something, and we don't want to get distracted. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. We don't want to get or find ourselves in a place where we are overwhelmed, but rather we want to protect our peace. We want to protect our energy, and sometimes that requires a no. It really does. It requires a no. For me, honey, I'm learning how to say yes because no for a long time was my first word. And I had to Hey, friend. I had to do some adjusting to, especially, once I started, I have a family now, I had to make some adjustments because I was so hung up on protecting my peace and protecting my space that it was almost like, I don't want to say to the extreme because I don't believe that it was, but it definitely, I could have lightened up a little bit. I'll say that. However, um, I'm so I'm so keen on setting boundaries because, like we said before, we cannot get back wasted time and we cannot get back wasted energy. Mogul Mompreneur said, and that's exactly what Facebook said today. Okay, Facebook said, look, no, I ain't coming on. They didn't want to be they didn't want to be online and they said not today. Right. And I can guarantee you a lot of people went through a whole identity crisis today simply because they couldn't get on Facebook and they couldn't get on Instagram, they couldn't get on WhatsApp, couldn't get on Messenger, and so literally people did not know what to do. And that in and of itself just tells you the magnitude of power that attention has. Because these social media platforms, the currency is attention. And so as long as you can receive attention from these platforms or even create content to give attention, you are putting your energy somewhere and someone is receiving your energy, right? And so every now and again, like Facebook did today, we got to say, you know what? Pause. We got to take a pause. We got to take a stop and say, no, not today. Nope, I can't do it. Let me tell you something. It's real bad, but I'm gonna tell on myself. I don't know. Should I say it? I'm free. Listen, when my husband and I first got married, he thought that I was just going to be, Betty Crockering it up in here. I can cook very well. Made some good stuff tonight. However, I don't feel like cooking all the time. And so I find other alternatives to make sure that, we're good. But number one, it's not all on me. We're both adults here. Number two, certain things I don't want us to even eat because we gotta watch our diets, we of the deeper melanins, and we cannot be out here just feeding ourselves to the place where we gonna kill ourselves, eating all kinds of, y'all already know. I don't have to tell you. But I had to make the decision that because I'm a full-time employee, because I'm growing a business or several businesses, I don't have time to be cooking. Like literally today, I got home at 6:00. I just finished cooking at 9:59. Okay, I can't spend 4 hours in the kitchen multiple times in a week. Like that is frustrating. And so what we came to a place, so I set that boundary. Let me just be clear. Right. Alicia's like, wow, like seriously. I set that boundary, or I had to set a boundary that says I'm cooking once a week. So I make the preparation to cook once a week, and then that's it. When the food done, guess what? Food done. We'll make other preparations. We'll make other situations. In the beginning, let me tell you, in the beginning when I first set that boundary, it was a shock to the system. Like, people was like, what? What do you mean? I mean, my friends were even like, Michelle, how can you, you're a married woman. How can you da-da-da-da? And I'm like, listen, I am. But I had to set the boundary for me. I had to set that boundary for me. And I didn't take it back. Everybody else around me just had to adjust. Mega Babe Plus says, I'm by myself. And I feel I don't have time after work. It goes by so fast. Okay, Mogul Mompreneur said, other preparation, prepare to others. Because it won't be from me. okay? Prepare the others, because it won't be from me. Listen, and it's okay. Now, my husband knows I'm going to ask him on the Thursday before the following week, what do you want to eat next week? So it gives me time to prepare, right? Go grocery shopping, look up a recipe, if I got to brush up my skills in one area or another. Or find something. Listen, I'll call my mama in a second. She gonna hear this too. She know. I'll call her in a second. Like, Mom, can you cook us some curry chicken and rice and peas? Cause I just can't. I can't. I'm not. What you say, mother? Mogul mompreneur, other preparation. I have to pull her in. Okay. And yes, my husband can cook, and trust me, Mega Baby Plus, I remind him all the time, like, bruh, you cook too. And so every now and again he will get down, and he will cook. But that was all a part, and that's really all a part of it too. Like, once you set the boundary, everybody else has to adjust. And even if it's a shock to the system at first, guess what? After a while, they'll adjust. They will adjust. Because guess what? They're not going to go hungry. They're not going to go with with certain things undone. So eventually something will happen. Sometimes we as, go-getters, as problem solvers, right? We feel like we have to be the one to answer the question. We have to be the one to raise our hand and volunteer. We have to be the one to say, okay, I'll do it because ain't nobody else doing it. Every now and again, just sit back and watch and see what happens if you don't do it. See what happens if you don't say yes. See what happens when you say no. And let me tell you something. You can tell a lot about a person when you tell them no. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? You can tell a lot about a person when you tell them no. Think about a little baby. When you tell that baby no. I mean, sometimes that baby have a whole fit, okay? That baby will get certified disgusted with you if you tell them no, but they're a baby. They don't understand what your no means. They don't understand, hey, what your yes cost you. And so sometimes we have to say no so that we can protect the cost of our yes. Mega Baby Plus says, I'm learning even in being in a new relationship, setting boundaries is essential. Absolutely. It is absolutely essential to set boundaries. You said it brings out the ugly and the true feeling. It really does. When you say no, sometimes you got to sit back and watch. I always used to say, time tells all things. You will know a lot about a person when you just sit back and watch and see how they react to, again, certain boundaries that you set. And then at that point, it's up to you to monitor their behavior and make a decision based on how you feel about their behavior. And that decision can be having a conversation. Like, okay, I see that you responded this way. What's up? Or if you get tired of that, you decide whether or not that's a healthy relationship for you. Friendship, platonic, domestic, it don't matter. Anybody who respects you, business related, anybody who respects you, from your job to your home to wherever else you go, they ought to understand that your boundaries are valid. And when you say no, it's a whole sentence. When you say no, that's it. And oh my God, ladies, gentlemen, if you're listening, for the life of me, please stop making excuses for your no. No, because I just, I'm not gonna be like, no. It's just no. Well, I could, but I'm just like, why? Why do we go through this song and dance? Why do we take people through this song and dance when the end result is gonna be, no, I can't do it. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to do it. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. No, because I said what I said, Mogul Mompiner said. No, because I said what I said. Nini said, I said what I said. And we have to take that same approach. Um, we have to really get to that place. Seriously. Otherwise, we're going to drain ourselves. Otherwise, we're going to never find the time to be able to push through. We won't have the energy to push through because we're saying yes too much. We're saying yes way too much. We have to start using the whole vocabulary. Like the opposite of yes is no. It's not maybe. It's not maybe. It's no. And no is universal. Any language. Go check the linguistics books. It's still no. So if it's understood all across the waters, trust me, the person who, you're connected to, or the place where you work, or whatever it is that you do, they understand. And let's not forget that we teach people how to treat us. We teach people what boundaries we have set and how they're supposed to respond to it. Because can we talk about what if they don't agree with our no? What if they don't agree with your no? Well, then you have a decision to make, right? Because we're protecting our peace, we're protecting ourselves. And there's nothing wrong. We don't have to feel bad about it. Don't take it back. Don't backpedal. Don't change your mind. You said what you said. Hey, intentional people. I had to interrupt the show to tell you about a resource that I know we can all benefit from. As go-getters and goal-getters, sometimes we get stuck. We get hindered and we find ourselves needing help in one area or another. I know personally, I lived for many years hindered by the opinions of others, which led to many insecurities and setbacks. It took more than prayer to get me out of the funk that I was in. What helped so much was talking to a licensed therapist who helped me get to the root of my issues so that I could build myself back up to see myself as God sees me. I began seeing a therapist on a consistent basis and it changed my life. This is why I'm so excited to tell you about BetterHelp.com. It is a secure, online professional counseling service that is available for clients worldwide. Let me tell you about 4 things I absolutely love about this service. First, there is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's counselor network that may not be locally available in many areas. You can log on to your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so that you never have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room like with traditional therapy. BetterHelp.com is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. Progress on Purpose podcast listeners get a special discount of 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/POP, which helps save more money off of this amazing service. Visit betterhelp.com/POP to start a conversation today. You never know. It may be the most important conversation of your life. That's betterhelp.com/POP. Okay, I'm ending this right here. It's 10:20. I just wanted to make sure that I kept my commitment to, because I did say yes and I meant that yes, to push through each and every day. So even on today, when I definitely want to just curl up on the couch because I'm tired, but I said yes to this, and what I also said no to is not showing up. I said no to that. And so, because you're here, I'm sure there's some things that you said no to so that you could show up today. If you're listening to the replay, there are some things that you're saying no to even right now, so that you could tune in. And maybe this is that reminder that you needed to be able to set boundaries or hold fast to the boundaries that you've set. One thing I know as an educator is that children, they need two things: structure, and they need love. They need to know that you love them and that you care for them, but they also need structure. So that means that when you speak, you mean what you say. They can't understand no, yes. They don't understand that. They don't understand no, and then 5 minutes later you say yes. What that does is it teaches them that you don't honor your own word. That teaches them that you're going to eventually give in to them. And so we have to take that same idea and that same lesson across all areas of our lives. Our lives, because we only got one life. Wait, hold up. See, I'm tired. You gotta bear with me. Pray for me too. We have to carry that in all areas of our life, and not just in one. Not just on the person that we like. Not just on the job that we really get paid really well for. Not because there is no amount of money. I'm sorry. There is no amount of money that can replace your good old time and your good old energy and your vibe and how you feel about yourself and how much you respect yourself. There's no amount that will ever. Okay? So we have to we gotta hold fast to that, y'all. And even in this time, end of the year, as we prepare for what is to come, hopefully 2022 looks a lot better than these last 2 years. But even if it don't, continue setting boundaries so that you are healthy. Continue setting boundaries so that you have everything that you need to protect your energy, protect your peace. If this pandemic has taught you nothing else, it's taught you about protection. And maybe that's something that we don't have enough of, because we live our lives out loud. We live our lives in front of the camera. We live our lives so much, in the forefront, that we forget sometimes that there do need to be boundaries set, right? So that is all. Again, please join the official series. I will be sending out an email very soon to update you on how to access the replays on Instagram and on YouTube. Also, I have, excuse me, I have some really exciting things coming up in the near future as we prepare for 2022. I have some different intentional I want to say merch, but it's more than merch that I'm going to be dropping, and I want you to be able to have first access to it. Okay, so make sure that you are a part of the series. Let me know. I'm going to start sending out emails very soon, so I want to get your feedback on or whether or not you're receiving it, because I am having some technical difficulties there. But nonetheless, we're going to overcome them. I wish you all the best. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And don't take back no no's that you said today. Okay? You meant it. Have a good night.